Hey guys, this is BiXX. Welcome to another Mentoring Monday. I was listening to a short video by author, entrepreneur, investor, and coach Dan Martell. He also wrote a book. He has a powerful quote that I really like. Create a life by design, not by default. So basically you're designing your own life. And Dan talks about the 3 habits that keep people poor financially. Number 1, blame. You're 100% accountable for your life. Nobody's coming to save you. So if you don't believe that, you'll never create the life that you want. And number 2 is the habit of not investing in your skills. I know a lot of people who work hard, but they're working hard on the work and not hard on themselves, not hard on improving your skills. We'll do a whole nother topic on that in the future. And number 3 is they don't understand money. Lots of bad money habits. So I didn't really design this topic to talk about money, but I do want to talk about point number 1, blame. More specifically, today's topic is going to be about stop playing the victim. I think it's important for us to understand when we play the victim, we give away all the power to choose. We give away the power to change. When we accept accountability for what happens to us, we now possess the power to choose and the power to change. It starts with a mindset. So consider this approach. I'll do good no matter what. What you're creating is a standard of doing good and doing the best you can in everything you do. I'll do good no matter what happens to me. According to the brilliant psychologist Jordan Peterson, this attitude is the absolute rejection of the idea of being the victim. No matter how much suffering comes my way, no matter how much undeserved suffering comes my way, undeserved and unjust suffering, in spite of my innocence, I'll not lose faith and I'll do good. No matter what happens to me, I'll do good. What other choice do we have? Here's a story from the Entrepreneur Boost's Instagram account that I really like. It's called No One Is Coming. We have to realize no one is coming. No one. No one is coming to push you. No one is coming to tell you to turn off the TV. No one is coming to tell you to get out the door and exercise or eat nutritious food. No one is coming to tell you to go out and apply for that job you've always dreamt about. No one is coming to write the business plan for you. It's up to you. You're always going to need to push yourself. You're always going to need to parent yourself. It is your job to make yourself do the crap you don't want to do so you can be everything you're supposed to be. This all starts with catching yourself in that victim self-talk. Knowing when you give away your responsibility to be the best you can be. Knowing when you're acting like a victim, a blamer. So the victim mentality rests on 3 key beliefs. Bad things happen and will keep happening. Other people or other circumstances are to blame. Any efforts to create change will fail, so there's no point in trying. This might involve placing the blame elsewhere, making excuses, not taking responsibility for what happens to you, and reacting to most life hurdles with, it's not my fault. Bad things really do happen, and often to people who've done nothing to deserve them. That's just life. It's understandable that people who face one difficulty after another may start to believe the world is out to get them. But many situations do involve varying degrees of personal responsibility. Consider a job loss, for example. It's true, some people lose their jobs without good cause. It's also often the case that certain underlying factors play a part. Someone who fails to consider these reasons may not learn or grow from the experience and could end up facing the same situation again. So when it comes to a job, I often say there's 2 kinds of employees. Employees that have been fired and employees who will be fired. Just about everybody eventually gets fired. Even Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, got fired from Apple in the early years, and he deserved it. So if you ask yourself, what could I have done to not get fired? That's going to help you. Maybe it was you that made the bad choice to go to work for a company that did not fit your personality and your work habits. Maybe you weren't passionate about your work, so you just didn't perform very well. So it's up to you to find a job that better matches what you love to do. Knowing what went wrong and accepting accountability for it will help you make the right choice the next time. The same process applies to building the right kind of relationships. The next thing I want to talk about in playing the victim is to be aware of negative self-talk and self-sabotage. Very dangerous. Always feeling victimized can contribute to the following negative beliefs. Everything bad happens to me. I can't do anything about it, so why try? I deserve the bad things that happen to me. No one cares about me. These are all real, but they're dangerous beliefs, for we often live out our beliefs. Many of these beliefs can be brought on by past experiences of past trauma, betrayal of trust, codependency, meaning when you sacrifice your goals to support your partner, and manipulation. You may not realize it, but you're actually trying to manipulate others for sympathy and attention, which is not going to help you. I think it's very important to know when you're acting like a victim so you can catch yourself. How do we get out of the victim mentality? Here's some suggestions. In all situations, ask yourself, what's the opportunity? I've mentioned this before. It shifts the mindset into giving back the power to make positive changes. Think about the things that you're good at. We all have talents. Think about your past achievements. Get some outside help. Do you have any mentors or friends in your circle that you trust that can help you get out of this kind of mindset? Perhaps if your negative self-talk feelings are very deep, you may need help from a professional psychologist. The first and most important step is to recognize and acknowledge your victim behavior. Once you acknowledge it, then your mind can shift to getting the help that you need. If your problems are not too severe, you can often catch yourself when you step into that victim mentality. I sometimes catch myself exhibiting victim behavior. We all do it, but I have enough experience, and it's kind of become habit forming here, to recognize when I get this victim mentality and I start focusing on solutions. And that may involve calling a friend or a mentor to help me get on the right track, to help me with the best plan going forward. So understand that the most important thing you can do now is to improve your life, is to stop playing the victim, to accept 100% responsibility for everything that happens to you, both good and bad. So I hope this topic about stop playing the victim has helped you. I'll see you again in 2 weeks. And remember, it's never too late to reinvent yourself. Cheers.